I knew in junior high school, found me on Facebook. Her name was Bridget, right? And I'll tell you this is a good story. She said, Bradley, I remember you when I saw you in sixth grade. We had the same classes together. I liked you as a person because you love science, you like health, you like all different things, and that's what I liked about you. You always made me laugh, and that made me feel good. I haven't heard that in such a long time from somebody. I really did, because you know what I like. I never told people. I never tell people what I like because you know, I don't want to be laughed at. So I keep things inside. But there's a lot of different things I like besides wrestling and sports. I love music, guys. I really do. Bette Midler was one of my favorite singers growing up. She sang a song from when it's called "Wind Beneath My Wings." She's like, "God is watching us. God is watching us from a distance." Good song. I have good news this morning. I found my keys. I found a spare set. And now I have keys to my house. And now I can get the mail. The bad news is I got a letter from Social Security and they messed up. And I have to suffer now because I haven't got my money still. I still haven't got my money this month. I can look at getting upset, but they messed up. And since they messed up, I have no money. I mean, I'll fix it though. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried. I mean, maybe it's because I changed my bank this month. I have a new bank now. Maybe that's the reason. I don't know. That could be part of the reason. That could be part of the reason. You know, I missed out on my old program. There was this person there I liked. She was very supportive of me. No, I didn't go out with her or anything. She's like a person to talk to. A lot of people in my life have looked up to me that I've helped so many nice people. I don't do anything. I don't come out here to get for views, super chats or any of that stuff. I come here because I like doing this. This is a hobby. This is not a job. It's a hobby. I like to inspire people. I really do. I really do. I'm happy I can make other people happy. And maybe I care too much about people. Maybe that's the thing. You know, maybe there was parts of my life where I wasn't like that. I would be selfish, but you know, being selfish is not a good thing in this world. You should always care about others. You know, people remember you. When people remember your life, they always say something nice about you, and it's a good thing. It's a good trait to have. It really is. I don't. Because my brother used to tell me, "Hey, you think everybody's your friend?" It's exactly what he used to tell me. No, it's not fake. How's it fake? You tell me. How's it fake, Nick? Tell me. I like to know. You tell me. How's it fake? I like to know. What's fake? You tell me. What's fake? You tell me. Do you have a YouTube channel? What is fake? I like to know. What's fake? Is that all you have to say? Is fake? No, it's not fake. There's nothing fake about it. There is nothing fake about it. Hello, how you doing? Good morning. Good morning. There's, how do you do that? How do you likes on this channel? I have 6 likes. I want some more, guys. I need more thumbs up. That's what I need right now. More thumbs up. Give me some more thumbs up. That's what I need right now. Hold on. Hold on. No, not that. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. Okay, you were saying? You know, I wear this shirt for a reason, guys. And it's a good reason why I wear this shirt. No, I'm not a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan. I like the shirt. I like the colors. I've always liked it. When I first got sick, right? This is honest truth, right? I was in the hospital, right? And I watched the Super Bowl. It was, and I've been in the hospital many times during the Super Bowl, but I watched the St. Louis Rams and New England Patriots, right? They played in the Super Bowl, and New England won their first Super Bowl by 3 points. And ever since then, Patriots were talk of football. To me, New England is will always be better than Kansas City because they were good for 20 years. I don't know if Kansas City could be like that for so long. Sure, they've won Super Bowls, they've done this, but you know, I like New England Patriots. They they lost three Super Bowls, two to the Eagles, one to the no, actually two to the Giants, right, and one to the Eagles. So that's three. They could have won nine if they won those Super Bowls. You think about it, both those, even the Eagles games when they lost to them was close, but they've won more Super Bowls than lost. So you know, my favorite player in New England was one. What was his name? I'm not talking about Tom Brady either. I liked Cord Gillen. Who else? Deion Branch. It was one of my favorites. Um, Julian Edelman, Rob Gronkowski, Wes Welker. We can go on and on. But those were good players on there. Very good players. Teddy Bruschi was good too. He was a good defender on New England. You know, there's one New England game I've never watched in my life, and it's probably only a football playoff game I've never watched it. It was when the Raiders played the Patriots 2002 Super it was whatever it was. They played them in the snow. I never watched that game because I first got diagnosed with mental health back then, around January of '02, and that's where I began to meet nice people. Ever since that time, because I got diagnosed in high school, but yeah, Tyler was good too. But with me having this illness, I've met nice people through it, and I I met a lot of people like baseball, football, hockey. Um, yeah, I know. Tuck Rule. Dallas is playing Philadelphia this year, the first game of the season. I'm giving Cowboys a win. And people say I'm crazy for saying that, but I think Dallas is going to be much better this year. They got that guy from Pittsburgh, and last night, guys, Aaron Rodgers on the Steelers now, and that to me is not going to be good, unless he's the old Aaron Rodgers. If he's not the old Aaron Rodgers, it's going to be a nightmare. And they need people to protect him. He needs weapons. That's my opinion. He needs weapons. Those players on the Jets were very old. We were from Green Bay, but they were very old. And Aaron Rodgers this game is going to be talked about all year round. He's going to play the Green Bay Packers on a Sunday night football game this year. Oh, that's going to be so exciting. It's going to be very good, fun. You know, I don't like him, honestly. How you doing, country sweet girl? What's going on? Nice to see you. I don't know if there's people new on here from TikTok, but if you are, let me know, because I see people, I see new people here all the time. new people. You know, today I really want to wish my parents a happy anniversary. It's the first anniversary since my dad was alive last year when I, when we did this. Yeah, I'm okay. Of course I'm okay. I am. I really am. I'm doing best. I'm a fighter. Like that song says by Christina Aguilera, I'm a fighter. I may be down, but I'm still going up and striving for best things. She was my favorite singer. No one talks about her no more. You know, she was very talented. You know, people stopped talking about her. I liked her. I think she was a great singer. She sang "What a Girl Wants, What a Girl Needs." You know that song. And "Genie in a Bottle," that was an excellent song. So I love that song. Music's not made the way it used to be. Imagine if there was TRL now and Taylor Swift was on there. She'd be like the Backstreet Boys. She'd be number one every day because people vote for her. I don't know. I'm not saying she's not talented, but they're putting her like she's Elvis Presley or Madonna. And you know something? I don't think anybody's better than anybody. If someone said I was the best, I wouldn't take credit for it. You know why? Because it's never good to talk about yourself. Because people don't want to hear that. All right. Because being cocky is not a good thing. Because sometimes people who have money, they think they're above life, and money protects them from everything. And you know something? I don't believe in that at all. If I had money, I'm gonna tell you something, guys. I wouldn't be on social media bragging about it, saying, "Oh, I have this. Oh, oh, I have this. I have that." You know, it's not good. It really isn't. You know, I do this channel for me, like, and you know, I'm not saying I'm better than anybody. There's people that say I am sometimes, but I don't. I will never say I am or think that way. And basically, that's it. Today's gonna be a very good day. Something good's gonna happen. You know. Like I was saying, I want to do a panel with Ross. I want to do a StreamYards with him. I've never done StreamYards before. I have a Roku TV, so I don't know if I could do it on there. But you know, if you ever rewatch this video, and tell you something, Ross. We are very good friends, and we always will be. And I know one day we will hang out again. And you know, I just want to tell you, for sticking with me and not ever saying bad things about me. Maybe I did things to you that got you upset, but you know something? In the long run, you're there for me, and I'm there for you, and it does feel good to say that. And you know something? I take everything I said about everybody. I used to say bad things about people, but I don't do that no more. I don't. Okay, I found my key now. Now, next thing I need to do is find my ID. Yeah. But hey, at least I found one thing. I lost my keys last week, right? And this morning I opened the cabinet up, and what happened? My keys are in there. And now I can lock my house and get my mail. Finally. And I'm gonna have to text my lawyer at 8 o'clock and tell him I have good news. I found the keys. Yeah. SmackDown's tonight, guys. And Money in the Bank is tomorrow night. Give me a good weekend. NBA Finals is When is the NBA Finals? Yes, I think it's Sunday, 8 o'clock. Game two, Indiana and Oklahoma City. It's been 25 years since the Pacers made the finals. They lost to the Lakers by four games to one, I think. But it's been 25 years. The last time the Pacers were in NBA Finals, right? They won. They lost to the Lakers. I think it would be a good story for Indiana if they won. I think it's a Cinderella story to me. If you want to be honest with me, because they weren't number one seed at all. All year people talk about Boston. They talk about Knicks. They talked about all these other teams. They never talked about Indiana. Not even one team. And I think next year Indiana deserves to be on national TV. Honestly, I think the NBA is going to do that. They're going to put them on national TV. Because in the '90s, right, the Pacers had very young teams. They had a lot of young teams in the '90s. Reggie Miller should have won an NBA championship, in my opinion. If he was on the Lakers or on the Bulls, he would have won. It's like with the Jazz, right? They had good teams for years. And I just think I just think one of those teams one year will win a title. Because growing up, you want to know something? There's one place I always want to go growing up. Where do you think it is? I'll tell you exactly where it is. It's Salt Lake City, Utah. I've always wanted to go there. Something about it. I've always liked it. I always liked it because they have mountains. You know. I knew a girl there once. I mean, really nice girl, but unfortunately she passed away. I was actually supposed to get married to her a very long time ago. I don't tell people things, for some reason. I don't know. I probably should. There's a lot of good things about me I should tell people. I'm looking at this AEW thing. Mercedes Monet, known as Sasha Banks. Wrestling's not the way it used to be, guys. Anybody could say it has, but Mets lost yesterday. Man, P. Diddy, man, they don't like him. I don't think anybody does. It reminds me of, it's not quite like the O.J. Simpson trial, but, well, I don't know, yeah. So what is everybody up to? I'm gonna do right now. Gonna make breakfast. Gonna make breakfast. Growing up, right, my dad was a cab driver. I told you that story. He went into a place in New York, 23rd and Lex. It was like a restaurant or, you know, I don't know what happened to it. But growing up, I remember going to 23rd and Lex. 23rd and Lex, that was a very good place. They make my waffles now. My waffles. Chocolate chip waffles, man. I didn't get syrup. I don't like syrup. It's too always good to have a clean house. It's always good. Always clean the house, guys. Always be sure it's clean. 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 I gotta keep this place up. Let me mop. Give me 1 second, guys. I have to mop. I'm off this floor right now. Yeah, I gotta be careful, man. Just mop this floor. Mop. Make sure this is clean. I do not like a dirty house. I have to wash it. It's a little wet. A little wet, guys. That's it. Careful. Because it's very wet. I do not want to slip. Yeah, this waffle is almost ready. I have to flip the floor. Yeah, I almost fell. Good thing I didn't fall. I'm careful. I'm very careful. Come to things like this. Never take anything for granted. That's why I held that there's a reason why I did that. There's a reason. Give me 1 second. I know exactly what to do now. I know exactly what to do. How it's not going to be wet. I'm just taking time, trying. Now it's not going to be slippery. It's not going to be slippery. Nice. Not slippery. Yep. Careful. Okay. Still slippery. And I'm going to wait. We got no waffles here. There's no rush for me to walk on that floor. That's why I'm being careful. That's the exact reason why I'm being careful. Just eat my waffle with no butter, plain. I do not need butter. I do not need butter at all. Just give me 1 second. 1 second. And my waffle. I don't need no butter. Yeah, you can see. And my waffles. I got my waffle. Maybe I should in this one, I don't know. Yeah. Let's see how updated it's. Let's see. Oh, it just got light. Rain. Look, open the window up. Little tight. Little tight. Give me 1 second. Okay. Wow, the window's open. I've never opened the window here before. It's the first time I opened the window. Whoa, did not expect that. Did not expect that. Not expect that. Okay. Let's shut the light off in here. Eat some food. At least I know not to open that window anymore. That's one thing you know, let's get that floor is dry now. I just don't want to walk on it. Let me get a towel now and start mopping this floor because I don't want to look at a dirty floor. Even though it's not dirty, I just still want to make it clean. I want to make it very clean. And sure, nobody's coming here today, but I like having a clean house. My dad did not take care of the house at all. I'm serious, like, he really didn't. My dad has never cleaned the house before. He'd be proud of me, honestly. I honestly believe that. But, you know, I just tried with my dad. I always wanted to, I know in the end he appreciated me. That I do know. He had a lot of problems, but then his life was not always easy. You know, I know my mom used to tell me stories about how hard my dad's life was. You know, he didn't like talking about things. You know, I don't know, I could have done. He did. There's one thing he did for my mom. When she had stage 4 brain cancer, he was there every day, even when he didn't feel well. Because me and him were in New York together in 2008. We lived in a place called Miracle House. It was a cancer center for people who have loved ones that are in the hospital. And 3 times a week, right, they would go out to a diner near 42nd Street and 10th Avenue. Very nice place. You could get what you want, right? You didn't have to pay for it because it was paid by this organization. But unfortunately, people there stole money, and they had to shut it down because of it. Now, that's not a good. I met a lot of nice people. Because people who went out, took you out to the place for food, they were They were called volunteers, and they would talk to people after, you know, like around 8 o'clock at night, and they had breakfast there every day, 7 days a week. And I was spoiled because I could order anything I want to order, and I didn't have to pay for it. Yeah, it was a very good place. Met a lot of nice people all over the world because my mom's story, right, was in the Sun Sentinel down here. I don't know if anybody's familiar with that, but my mom had my mom had stage 4 brain cancer, and kind of my dad put me in the newspaper, and he exposed what I am, and I really didn't appreciate it back then. He said I had mental health issues, and I never gave him permission to put it in a newspaper, and it's like that's way beyond HIPAA laws, and I don't know. I try not to get upset about it. I really do. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. It's like the Beatles song goes. He loves you, yeah, yeah. You love like that, you know, me bad. I love oldies, by the way. I don't know if I ever told you that guy Bieber. I listened to Frankie Valli in the Four Seasons. They have this song called "Can't Be Soon, Can't Take My Eyes Off of You. You gon' have me to touch. I wanna hold you so much. Thanking God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you." I like Frank. I like Frankie Valli in the Four Seasons. Even though I didn't grow up in that era, that music hits me like it's actually music. You can relate to it. I find music back in the '70s and '80s and even the '60s more you could it's more relaxing, and I don't understand why people think, and I don't want to put this out there, but people should um people should listen to music that's positive, not saying bad stuff, cursing. Yeah, because I had a brother that loves rap. Honestly, it's okay, but I don't like the cursing they do on it. I don't like the message they send to kids. It's not good. Someone told me once, this is when I got sick in New York back in '03. They said, "Brad, one day you're going to be a good father. You really are. You're going to make a kid's life good, and you're going to make them smile." And to believe in myself. And I'm doing that now. I'm believing in myself. I really am. I've never felt this good about myself before. I really haven't. People are so controlling on here. If you don't send them a message, they start cursing at you. Why do people have to act like that? They think you have to talk to them 24 hours a day, and if you don't answer them, it's the end of the world. Why do people do? Why can't people give people space? I used to be just like that. I used to call people. I used to have no life, right, and worry about what others are doing, and not live my life. But now, I'm living a better life. I'm not worrying about others. I'm not saying where you at, because when you do things like that, your health gets affected. You shouldn't worry. You really shouldn't. You should give people space. My honest opinion. My honest opinion. I'm very worried about the thing with SSI. I'm trying to be positive about it, but I have to request a waiver from Social Security. It says, "We let you know we paid you too much in Social Security income, or what's going to happen in the month between May and June. So there's months listed on our records where you don't know about the income. Oh, come on, man. You know, what, they screwed up and I have to pay for this. I mean, seriously. This is not right. This really is not right. And I'm not trying to be negative, but this is getting me mad. This is really getting me upset because today's the what's today? Today's the sixth guy, and I still haven't got my SSI. This is not. This is worse than any gift card I ever gave a girl. This is ridiculous. What's the benefit nose control number? And I hope it's nothing to do with my father or with the survivor benefits. Oh, please, man. This is. So I have to suffer. If you ask for a waiver in the next 30 days, we won't change your check. Oh my God, man. I have to go right now, guys. This is very serious. All right, thank you very much.